Hi everybody, wasn't that a beautiful song, Into the Bliss, in which Ricardo sang, "Did I leave the party way too soon?" We think that was very prescient of him, and a beautiful song it was. We wanted you to hear that. And now we've got some live music coming. We're gathered here because exactly 4 months ago today, our dear friend Ricardo suffered a fatal heart attack. And I don't think we'll ever get over that. I knew him for less than 10 years. He just had a huge impact on me. I got to play drums with him a lot, including on that recording with Gabana Suramau, master drummer from Benin, Africa, good friend of ours. Ricardo brought a lot of people together, and when he was working with us and with Jean Bayou, the former president of SAW, who sends her love, she's in Florida now, we had a lot of good times with the Songwriters Association in Washington, and Ricardo played with Jean and me on this stage quite a few times, as we very often opened concerts, sometimes with his songs and her song, or some spontaneous music, some improvisations. But Ricardo was always really fun to work with, and his imagination was boundless. So it was just a delight to get to be with him and do things with him. And one thing about Ricardo that set him apart was his love of other people. And that when he met you, you knew right away he respected you. And he was honored to meet you. So he felt that way about homeless people. He wanted to entertain them and feed them. But first of all, show them great respect. And his work will continue with SAW Serves. Some of you and many other people have donated to SAW Serves at SAW.org to help buy food. We're still looking for his secret chili recipe. He did say he was a Texas chili hound. And you could tell, don't you really like these pictures?
Yeah, right.
SAW Serves, there he is cooking for the homeless. Amazing man. It was quite a project, and he developed it beautifully. And it will continue, that's for sure. And he'll always be remembered for that, as well as his music and his great sense of humor. Now, people in some of those pictures are coming up to the stage now, and they're part of a band I've followed for quite a few years, Woven Green. The name of the band is taken from Transcendentalist Walt Whitman's poetry, Woven Green. And these people were green ahead of their time, as far as I'm concerned. They do songs about the planet, and keep in mind, Ricardo's newest album was called Universe Room. So he was always very cognizant of our place in this world and in the universe. And he had a special love for Woven Green. Please come on up. Jim and Ashley Cash, how about some applause as we welcome you?
Gosh, what an honor it was to know Ricardo. It's going to be hard for me to talk about him and compose myself without shedding some tears, but I'm going to try my best here. It's a joy looking at these pictures and listening to his music. This morning, I read a quote that seemed really appropriate, and I wanted to share it with you. The tragedy of life is not death, but what we let die inside of us while we live. Ricardo was an example of how to live. He lived his life with compassion, with the hope to make the world a gentler place. And he did that through his selfless actions and serving others in need. When we stop living to be of service to the world, then indeed something inside of us has died. Unfortunately, there are those who are innately gifted with this understanding. They are what I call emissaries of love, emissaries of light. And they know their job, they know their service, they know their service to this planet, to people. And they are the ones to help resurrect us from an unlived life, from an unfulfilled life. They are the ones to show us how to truly live. And so we'd like to take this moment to honor Ricardo's spirit and the many gifts that he left for us. Now, one of the things that Ricardo used to say to us is that we shared the same heart. Our message was very similar in our music, and we had the honor of playing with him several times, and it was truly a joy, and we always hold those memories. One of the things that Ashley and I do, I'm so sorry. Ashley and I are active performers. We're singer-songwriters. And we run a band called One Leap and Woven Green. And we have started this thing over the last year, which is called Soundscape Journeys, which is a meditation that we do monthly. And we thought that that would be really appropriate to do and give you a sample of here today as a sort of blessing to Ricardo. So we hope you enjoy the sounds, and as we go into these sounds, you're going to hear some quartz crystal bowls that Ashley is going to play on, and also some Tibetan bowls, and then we're going to have some kind of ambient keyboard sounds and some Native American flute that we're going to introduce. And as we start getting into the sounds, feel free to, maybe image or picture your fondest memory of Ricardo. So, feel free to close your eyes if you wish. Release the breath gently. No need to control it, just allow the breath to come in and out. And with each breath, you feel relaxed and at ease. And as you let the breath go, you spread this joy, peace, and tranquility. You can imagine yourself in a garden with beautiful, vibrant flowers all around. Crimson, violet, yellow. And as you're moving through the garden, you find yourself on a path. And on this path is the warmest and softest sand that you've ever felt under your feet. And as you continue on this path, you hear the sound of distant waves in the background. And the smell of the flowers mingles with the smell of salt air. And you approach a beach, and on this beach is a figure sitting down, surrounded by a golden light. It's Ricardo. And he's at peace. And he's got this smile on his face, that Ricardo smile that we've all come to know. Perfect peace, love, and compassion. And you sit down next to him, and you can feel his aura next to yours. He wants you to know that he's in a place of pure love and peace, and to carry that with you in your lives and be those emissaries of love and light.